I need more help, but I can't afford it. Hi entrepreneurs, I'm Vicky Brown, and you're in the right place if you want to engage your team, boost your business, and grow your leadership muscle. You know, one of the biggest challenges that I see entrepreneurs face is that classic chicken and egg problem. You need more hands on deck to grow, but you're not sure you can afford the hire. And yes, I know what you're thinking. Stop right there. I've already heard the usual solutions: cut costs elsewhere, take out a loan, or just bite the bullet and hope the revenue flows. But today, I want to talk about some creative approaches that you might not have considered, because let's face it, in today's business landscape, we need to think differently about how we build our teams. Now, quickly before we go on, I have to tell you, if you want more help just like this, our membership programs give you the tools, templates, and expert support that you need so you can tackle HR challenges head on. We've got the Simple Start Premier membership and the more comprehensive IDEO on Call. They're designed so that they can help you overcome obstacles as you grow your business. So just use the link in the description and let's get started. Now, one of my favorite strategies for additional help, and I've seen this work brilliantly with several clients, is the intern-to-hire pipeline. And no, it's not just about getting cheap labor. Hear me out. This isn't about bringing someone in to make coffee and file papers. I'm talking about creating a structured program that serves as your talent incubator. You see, when you hire someone outright, you're taking a big financial risk. Based on what? A few interviews and a gut feeling? But with a well-designed internship program, you get to test drive talent while they learn your business from the ground up. And here's the beautiful part. By the time you're ready to make that full-time hire, you've got someone who already knows your systems, understands your culture, and they've proven that they can deliver. Now, on a different note, here's something that might really shake up your thinking: the talent collective approach. I had a client in the entertainment industry who partnered with another production company to share a high-level CFO. Neither of them could afford or really needed a full-time financial executive, but together, they got top-tier expertise at a fraction of the cost. Here's how they made it work. This is just brilliant. They structured it so each company got dedicated days. Think of it like a timeshare for talent. Mondays and Tuesdays with Company A, Wednesdays and Thursdays with Company B, and Fridays rotating between both on an as-needed basis. They set up clear communication channels, used shared project management tools, and made sure everyone was crystal clear on priorities and deadlines. And you know what happened? Not only did they get the financial expertise that they needed, but this CFO started identifying opportunities for the companies to collaborate on bigger projects. They ended up pooling resources, sharing studio space during off-peak times, and even collaborating on a few projects that neither of them could have tackled alone. And you know, it's not just for C-suite positions. I've seen this work with marketing strategists, bookkeepers, even specialized technical roles. What about the 3 small tech startups who share a senior engineer? Each company gets 12 to 15 hours per week of dedicated time, and they split the cost 3 ways. The engineer loves it because they get competitive compensation while working with different technologies and challenges. And the companies love it because they get senior level expertise that they simply could not afford on their own. But the key is finding non-competing businesses that need similar expertise, but don't need it full time. And yes, I know, so how do I find these businesses? How do we handle contracts? What if someone wants to back out? Well, those are all valid questions, and they're exactly why you need to set clear ground rules from the very beginning. Think about things like confidentiality agreements, how you'll handle scheduling conflicts, what happens if one company grows and needs more time. All of these things need to be spelled out right up front. But don't let the logistics scare you off. I've seen this model transformed small businesses that were struggling to attract top talent. You see, sometimes the difference between staying stuck and breaking through to the next level, well, it's not about working harder or even smarter. It's about finding creative ways to access the expertise that you need without breaking the bank. And here's another strategy that's particularly relevant in today's economy: the gig squad model. Now, I know you might be thinking, isn't this just outsourcing with a fancy name? Trust me, it's fundamentally different. When you outsource, you're typically working with an agency or service provider who assigns different people to your account. You might get Sarah this month and Tom the next. But with gig squad models, you're building your own consistent team of specialized freelancers who become intimately familiar with your business. So here's an example. A startup needed both marketing and technical expertise, but they couldn't afford either full time. Their solution? They assembled a team of freelancers who each brought specific skills to the table. They had a content writer who handled their blog and social media, a paid ad specialist who managed their Google and Facebook campaigns, and a technical SEO expert who worked on their website optimization. Each person worked around 10 to 15 hours a month, but together they formed a complete marketing department. Now, here's the thing about the gig squad model. You've got to be intentional about how you structure it. It's not just about hiring random freelancers when you need them. It's more like building your own specialized SWAT team. Each member has their unique expertise, but they all work together toward your business goals. And when you do it right, well, these folks start collaborating with each other. Your content writer starts brainstorming with your SEO expert about keyword opportunities. Your paid ad specialist gives input on your content calendar. They become a true team, just not in the traditional 9-to-5 sense. Now, does this take more effort to set up than just outsourcing to an agency? Absolutely. You need to be clear about expectations, set up proper communication channels, and manage multiple relationships. But the payoff is huge. You get professionals who are invested in your success, who understand your business deeply, and who can scale their hours up or down based on your needs. And here's a pro tip. When you're building your gig squad, look for freelancers who already have experience working in collaborative environments. Ask about their experience with project management tools, their communication style, and how they've handled team projects in the past. Because remember, you're not just hiring for skills, you're hiring for fit with your virtual team culture. So while traditional outsourcing might give you access to skills, the gig squad model gives you something much more valuable. A dedicated team that grows with your business, understands your vision, and can execute with precision of full-time employees, but with the flexibility and cost effectiveness of freelance arrangements. Now finally, if you're really feeling the budget squeeze, here's my power play. Start with that revenue generating role. I know it might seem counterintuitive to add payroll when money's tight, but let's think strategically. Bring in someone whose role directly contributes to the bottom line. A commission-based salesperson, a business development rep, or a partnership manager can essentially help fund their own position through the revenue they generate. You know, I saw this work beautifully with a consulting firm that was struggling to grow. They just took a leap and hired a business development specialist on a base plus commission structure. Within 3 months, the new revenue they brought in more than covered the salary. And by 6 months, they were contributing significantly to the company's growth. Look, I get it. Making those first few hires is scary. You're not just adding payroll, you're taking responsibility for someone else's livelihood. But by thinking creatively about how you structure these roles, you can build a team that grows with your business. The key is to move past the traditional all or nothing approach to hiring. You don't have to choose between staying small or taking on full-time employees. There's a whole spectrum of options in between. And the smartest entrepreneurs are the ones who learn to play in that space. So, take a step back and look at your business needs through a different lens. Maybe you don't need a full-time marketing person. Perhaps what you really need is a marketing collective. Maybe instead of hiring an operations manager, you need an operations squad. Remember, the goal isn't just to fill seats. It's to build a team that can help your business thrive while keeping your finances healthy. And sometimes the most innovative solutions come from thinking outside the traditional employment box. If you found this information helpful, please subscribe and share. And as I mentioned earlier, if these ideas resonate with you, I've got even more support waiting in our membership programs. From our Simple Start Premier with practical micro courses and monthly Q&As to our comprehensive IDEO on-call membership. And it gives you direct access to your own HR expert. We've designed everything so that it fits your business needs and your budget. Just use the link in the description and discover how we can help you build the team you need and want. And remember, your inspired leadership is the secret sauce to having a high-performance team and a wildly successful business you'll love. I'll see you next time on Leader's Journey.